What if I told you that America has been secretly flying a ghost aircraft since 2019? A jet so advanced, so classified, that even the world's best air defense systems can't see it coming? What if I told you that this aircraft doesn't just fight the next war, it ends it before it starts? And what if I told you that right now, on the factory floor in St. Louis, Boeing is building the most dangerous fighter jet in human history? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Aerostrike. I'm about to give you 5 reasons why the F-47 isn't just a new fighter plane, it is an entirely new category of weapon. And once you hear what this machine can do, you will never look at air power the same way again. Let's get one thing straight right out of the gate. The F-22 Raptor, legendary. The F-35 Lightning II, groundbreaking. But they are 5th generation fighters. The F-47 is something else entirely. This is America's first 6th generation combat aircraft, developed under the Next Generation Air Dominance Program, NGAD, and it was officially awarded to Boeing on March 21st, 2025. Now, here's the part that should blow your mind. Experimental test flights didn't start in 2025. They started in 2019. While the world had no idea this machine existed, it was already streaking across classified skies, racking up real flight data. Air Force Chief of Staff General David Ulvin confirmed it. Boeing's demonstrator was in the air 6 years before the public announcement. The competition is years behind. China's J-36 Flying Wing had its first flight in late 2024. Europe's FCAS program? It's reportedly teetering on collapse due to political disputes, with timelines slipping to 2045 and beyond. The F-47 is already being manufactured. As of September 2025, Boeing began building the first physical aircraft at its facility in St. Louis. First flight is locked in for 2028. Operational by 2029. The race is already over. America is just waiting for the world to catch up. Range. In modern warfare, especially in the Pacific, range is everything. And this is where the F-47 does something absolutely jaw-dropping. The F-35 has a combat radius of roughly 590 to 670 nautical miles, depending on the variant. That sounds impressive until you start looking at the distances involved in a potential conflict over the Taiwan Strait, the South China Sea, or the broader Indo-Pacific theater. Those are enormous distances. The F-47 is officially confirmed to have a combat radius of more than 1,000 nautical miles. Some estimates put the real figure closer to 1,200 nautical miles. That's not an incremental improvement. That is nearly double the reach of America's current best fighters. And why does this matter so much? Because in a Pacific conflict, every single nautical mile of range translates directly to forward positioning, reduced tanker dependency, and survivability. An aircraft that can reach further strikes harder, lives longer, and gives commanders options that simply don't exist today. The F-47 isn't just designed to win a dogfight. It's designed to project power across ocean-spanning battle spaces that would exhaust any current platform. You want to know how the F-47 achieves that insane range while also hitting Mach 2 and beyond? The answer is its engine, and it's unlike anything in the sky today. The F-47 will be powered by a next-generation adaptive cycle engine, developed under the Next Generation Adaptive Propulsion Program. 2 companies are competing for the contract, Pratt & Whitney with the XA-103 and GE Aerospace with the XA-102. Here's what makes adaptive cycle technology so game-changing. A conventional jet engine has a fixed cycle. It's optimized for either efficiency or power, and it can't switch between the two. An adaptive cycle engine has a third bypass stream. At cruise, it opens up for maximum fuel efficiency, stretching that 1,000 nautical mile radius even further. In a combat engagement, it slams shut and redirects airflow directly to the core, delivering up to 20% more thrust than conventional engines. Pratt & Whitney has stated its XA103 delivers up to 25% greater fuel efficiency. And there's another enormous bonus hiding in this technology: thermal management. The F-47's engine is being engineered to mask its infrared signature. Remember how Iran reportedly struck an F-35 with a heat-seeking infrared missile? The F-47 is being designed so that scenario becomes nearly impossible. Better range, more thrust, and a cooler thermal signature. The engine alone makes the F-47 a generational leap. This is the reason the F-47 is not a fighter in the traditional sense. Let me say that again. This is not a traditional fighter jet. The F-22 Raptor was built to find enemy aircraft and shoot them down. Pure air-to-air dominance. The F-47 was built to be something far more terrifying, a flying command and control center that manages an entire fleet of autonomous drone wingmen from the cockpit. The Air Force calls these Collaborative Combat Aircraft, CCAs. The plan is to field over 1,000 of them to work alongside the 185 plus F-47s being procured. From inside the cockpit, a single F-47 pilot will be able to direct multiple drones simultaneously, sending them to conduct ISR missions, intelligence, surveillance, and to suppress enemy air defenses, to execute electronic warfare, and to conduct offensive strikes against enemy positions. The F-47 itself operates from standoff range, safe, survivable, commanding the battle, while the CCAs absorb the risk of entering the most contested airspace. Think about that force structure. 185 sixth-generation fighters, each commanding multiple drones, totaling over 1,000 autonomous wingmen. That is not a squadron, that is not a wing. That is an entire new doctrine of air warfare, and America is the only country on Earth building it right now. This is information dominance, not just air dominance, and it will reshape every theater of conflict. You can tell everything about a nation's strategic priorities by where it puts its money. And the United States is sending a message to every adversary on Earth with its F-47 investment, a message that is impossible to misread. The engineering and manufacturing development contract awarded to Boeing was reported at over $20 billion. The 2026 budget allocated $3.4 billion to the program. The 2027 budget request, $5 billion more, all from baseline discretionary funding. By the end of fiscal year 2027, the F-47 program will have received nearly $8.5 billion in cumulative R&D investment. The 2027 defense budget request alone is a historic $1.5 trillion. And of that staggering total, the administration chose to allocate $5.1 billion, specifically to the F-47. Compare that with the Navy's F/A-XX Next Generation Fighter, a competing 6th-gen program, which received just $140 million in the same request. The Pentagon's message is unmistakably clear: go all in on the F-47. Infrastructure is already being built. The Air Force has requested $730 million in the 2027 budget, specifically to construct hangars and support facilities for F-47 operational. Testing at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. R&D spending is projected to peak in 2028, then decline, meaning the program will shift from development to flight testing and production. The trajectory is locked. The money is flowing. The jet is being built. The F-47 is not a concept. It is not a proposal. It is America's next weapon. 5 reasons. 1. Conclusion. The F-47 isn't just the most advanced fighter jet ever built by the United States. It may be the most strategically significant aircraft in the history of aviation. a 6th-generation platform with double the range, a revolutionary adaptive engine, next-level stealth, AI-commanded drone armies, and the full financial weight of the most powerful military in the world behind it. The world is entering a new era of air power, and America just fired the starting gun. If this video opened your eyes to what's coming, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Do you think the F-47 changes the balance of power in the Pacific? Because I think it already has. I'm Aerostrike. Stay locked in. Stay sharp.